What's going on with you? What's your name? I didn't hear you. Damien? My name is Austin Drew. What's going on with you? Stand right here. Just stand right here. Hey, we come out here to teach our brothers and sisters who we are according to the Bible. You know what I'm saying? So let me ask you a question. What would you say your nationality will be? If you fill out a job application on the back, they're going to ask you what color you are, right? So what would you say?
African American.
You said African American, right? That's the term that we got during slavery, you know what I'm saying? They call us black, they call us color, nigger, negro, you know what I'm saying? That's not our nationality according to the Bible. Because if I would have you said African, right? Now I'm gonna ask you another question. Okay, it's over 50-some countries in Africa, or what country we from?
Well, we was captives and slaves in Africa, and they brought us into the land.
Absolutely, you're right, absolutely. That's what a lot of our brothers and sisters don't know that. We're glad you know that, but like I just said.
In Ethiopia.
Okay.
Well, they tried to capture the slaves, but Ethiopians battled against the men that tried to hold us in captivity.
Right.
They actually won about it for a while.
Right, you're absolutely right. Now we finna go into the Bible and show you what your real nationality is according to the Bible, you know what I'm saying? So you're absolutely right. According to the Bible, our homeland is Jerusalem, you know what I'm saying? They call us African American, but we don't know what country we from, you know what I'm saying? We say Africa, but what country? They speak over 2,000 different languages. Okay, what language do we speak? That's one of the biggest mysteries on the earth. Who are we when it comes towards the Bible? So now God said in the last days, I'm gonna pour out my spirit and wake my brothers and sisters up, my children up in these last days. So that's what we're doing. So now we can go into the Bible and show our brothers and sisters that, hey, we are God's chosen people. We are the Israelites according to the Bible.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Now you notice that the Bible just said, these be the words that Moses spake unto all Israel. He didn't say all the other nations that God created. God created 18 nations on the earth. You know what I'm saying? But now we just got to figure out, okay, who is this nation that God is talking to? Read that again.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel on this side of Jordan.
Now watch this. Now go to 28 verse 1. He said, these be the words Moses spake unto all Israel on this side of Jordan. So the whole book of Deuteronomy is talking to the children of Israel. Now read verse 1.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently.
So Moses told the children of Israel, if you shall hearken diligently, if you listen to the Lord thy God, read.
Unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
The voice is talking about this Bible right here. It's not talking about God is going to come in a cloud and speak to us, right? No, he's talking about this Bible. This is his voice right here. We got to listen to him, read.
To observe and to do all his commandments.
No, some of his commandments.
All his commandments.
So Moses told the children of Israel, you got to do all the God's commandments. They made a contract with the Most High God, right? You know what I'm saying? So let's think about this, bro. If you break a contract, what's going to happen? There's consequence behind that contract, right? Now let's see what the children of Israel did. Go to verse 15. So they broke that contract. They told the Most High God, hey, I'm gonna do all your commandments. That's what our forefathers mother said they was gonna do. We're gonna do all the commandments, right? Now let's see what God said when they broke the commandment. Read that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
See, verse 1, he said, if you shall hearken. Now he said, if you don't hearken me, if you don't listen to the Lord thy God, read.
To observe, to do all his commandments.
There go the word commandments again, read.
And his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So 1 through 28, chapter 1 through 14 is all the blessing. Now we finna go into the curse. Now I'm asking you a question. Is the curse a good thing or bad thing? It's a bad thing. Now this how we know that we're God chosen people, by the curses that's in this Bible right here. Now we finna go over to some curses. Now the first question I'm gonna ask you, we said earlier that we was brought over here, right? How did our forefathers mother get over here? How did we come over here? What?
Boxes.
Right, you said ship, right?
You're on a ship in crates.
Right, okay, you said ship. Now watch this, my brother. Do you not know that what you just said, the Atlantic slave trade that happened in America, is documented right there in the Bible? Did you know that? You know what I'm saying? A lot of our brothers and sisters, they don't know that our history is right here in the Bible. This is our book. This is our history book. But the church is not teaching us this. They're not teaching us this. So well, that's what we come out here to show our brothers and sisters. Hey, we've been lied to. You know what I'm saying? We have been misinformed. All this stuff keep happening to us because of what? God said, I'm gonna put curses on His chosen people. Read verse 68. Watch this.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Now, my brother, do you know the story about Moses and the children of Israel? Do you know the story? What happened? You don't know, right? Okay. Now, the children of Israel, they was in Egypt. Give me your Exodus chapter 20, verse 2. I'm going to show you what Egypt means, because if you know the story, the children of Israel came out of Egypt, right? They never did go back into Egypt. How did they come out? They walked out, right?
Right.
So why Moses telling the children of Israel, this time you're going to go back into Egypt again? Now I'm going to show you what Egypt means according to the Bible. Read that.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2. You know, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Out of the house of what?
Bondage.
My brother, what's another word for bondage? Slavery, captivity. So that's what God means when He said, I'm going to bring you back into Egypt again. Bondage, slavery, captivity, right? Go back to Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. Read from the top again.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
Bring you to Egypt, bondage, captivity. Again, read.
Again, with ships.
With what?
With ships.
With ship, bro.
They building them down the road.
Hey, my brother, hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. He said, I'm going to bring you back into Egypt again, slavery again, with ships.
They got them all down there.
Absolutely. Come on, bro. Hey, now watch this.
I gotta go, sir.
You gotta go?
Yes, sir.
Let me give you one commandment right quick before you go. Let me show you something right quick. Give me Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8. Let me show you something right quick. Now that you know that Israel, this is the reason why we're going through the things that we're going through throughout the whole planet Earth. Because what? We broke God's command. We still breaking God's commandments to this day. This is why we come out and try to show our brothers and sisters. We must come back and start keeping God's commandments. Give me Exodus 20 and verse 8. Read this.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8. You know, remember the Sabbath day.
So Moses told the children of Israel to remember the Sabbath day. Remember the Sabbath day, my brother. Read.
To keep it holy.
We got to keep it holy. How do we keep it holy? We're going to explain to you how to keep it holy. Read.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
Let me ask you a question. What day do the churches keep God's Sabbath day? What day do they worship God?
The church worship on Sunday.
On Sunday, right? But God just said, He said, in 6 days shall thou labor and do all your work. God's Sabbath day is a particular day. You know what I'm saying? What day that is? What's the 7th day of the week? What's the 7th day of the week?
Sunday.
No, not Sunday. Remember I told you, somebody has changed the truth of God into a lie. They say that, hey, the first day of the week start Monday, right? But it's a day before Monday. So if they started on Monday, this is how they get Sunday. But if you count the day before Monday, which would be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday will be the 7th day. Now I'm gonna prove it to you now. Remember I just said that we're God's chosen people, right? He's punishing us, right? Now think about this right here. Why you think that we're down on the weekend like crazy?
Bring it up.
You hear the white man, the Chinese man, the Arab man, they're not down on the weekend. You know who's down on the white weekend? The so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians.
Right.
Now let me know, okay, it's something special about the day. You know what I'm saying? We gotta keep that day holy. How do we keep it holy? Now we're finna go and show you how to keep it holy. If you just think about it, we're the only one that's down on the weekend.
Right.
Why? Because we gotta keep it holy. Read that.
Verse 10. But the 7th day is the Sabbath.
But the what?
But the 7th day.
But the 7th day, which is Saturday, read.
Is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
It's the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. This is why we're down at a low rate, my brother. Because we keep breaking God's Sabbath day. God said it's certain things you're supposed to do on God's Sabbath day. We finna go over some of them things. I see you smiling. Read that.
I got it.
Hold on 1 second. Read that.
In it thou shalt not do any work.
We don't supposed to be doing no work on God's Sabbath day. Read.
Thou nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
So nobody in your family member don't supposed to be working on that day. Give me Nehemiah chapter 10, verse 31. Hold up, bro. I'm gonna show you something else that you're supposed to be doing on God's Sabbath day. Hold on, read that.
Nehemiah 10 and verse 31.
Look there, bro.
And if the people of the land bring word or any victuals on the Sabbath day,
Victuals going into buying goods and stuff like that. Read.
On the Sabbath day.
On the what?
Sabbath day.
On the Sabbath day, which is today and Saturday. Read.
To sell.
To what?
To sell. That we would not buy it.
That we would what?
That we would not buy it.
See that, my brother? We don't supposed to be buying on God's Sabbath day, which is today, according to the Bible. God said, do not buy. Don't buy today. But I can show you what you can do. You can do everything the day before that day for today. Give me that right quick. Read that.
Exodus 16 and verse 23. And he said unto them, this is that which the Lord had said. Tomorrow, read, is the rest of the holy Sabbath.
Is the rest of the holy Sabbath, read.
Unto the Lord. Bake that which you will bake.
Bake that you will bake, read.
Today.
Today means the day before, like Friday. You can do everything Friday. From Sunday to Friday, you can do everything then, read. And seed that you will see. So it's going into cook. You can cook the day before. Boil the day before, read. And that which remaineth over lay up for you to be kept until the morning. So you lay everything up to be kept till in the morning to eat the next day, which is called leftover. Ain't nothing wrong with eating leftovers, you know what I'm saying? I know you used to eat leftovers. I'm used to eating leftovers. So that's how you keep the Sabbath day holy. You can't buy, read. Leviticus 23 and 3. 6 days shall work be done. So now, God, it's another commandment that God commanded us, right? You know that the Sabbath day is Saturday, right? Read. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest. It's the rest, read. And holy convocation. A holy convocation. How you keep it holy? No buying, no selling, no working, no cooking, read. Ye shall do no work therein. No work therein, read. It is the Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwellings. In all your dwellings. So wherever the children of Israel are at, we supposed to be keeping it. What you say? I'm trying to go do something. I'm trying to go do everything that you said. That's why I got that to do. You say you're going to do everything what we just want? I'm finna go buy and sell and create and do everything. I'm finna go do all that now. Hey, but brother, this is the reason why we the condition that we in. We want to do nothing but God say. We say, hey, do you love God? That's the, do you love God? You see that? Do you love? We say we love God, but we don't want to do nothing what he say. What's so hard about keeping the Sabbath day? You just said you're going to do everything. You just said you're going to do everything that you just learned. Read that. This is how you love God, brother. Read that. 1 John chapter 5, verse 3. For this is the love of God. This is the love of God. You say you love God. Read. That we keep his commandments. That we do what? Keep his commandments. That we keep his commandments, my brother. You just said that you love God. But we don't want to do nothing what God says. I'm finna go eat though, son. I'm finna go eat. Okay, then. Okay, then. Chapter 28. Yeah. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently. So that brother just, he know that God's Sabbath day is today, but he just said, well, I'm going to do whatever I want to do. That's basically what he just said. Read. Unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. Said he was going to set up above high on all nations of the earth. But why? Why we're on the bottom now? Because what? We don't want to listen to what God says. Right. What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family.